guys, so today I'm going to be doing quite an exciting video. I've been waiting for these things to arrive for quite a long time, and I'm going to be doing a review / comparison of Silisponges. I'm going to compare the £1 Silisponge that I got off eBay with the one from Molly Cosmetics that everybody has been talking about and doing reviews on and stuff like that. I want to see the difference between the two. This was £1 and this was £9. This one isn't particularly expensive, but it's really difficult to get your hands on. It takes about 20 days to arrive in the UK. This took about 2 from eBay. So I thought I'd do a comparison for the two for you, see what the difference is. In the packet they don't feel any different, but we will see once I start applying foundation on my face. I know a lot of people don't even like these to apply their foundation on their face, so I might look like an absolute mess by the end of this video. So this is the one from eBay and this is the one from Molly Cosmetics. Literally cannot tell any difference. The Molly Cosmetics one is slightly wider in comparison to this one. This is slightly longer instead, but I really don't think that's going to make a difference to how you apply foundation. The eBay one as well has a little bit more of an edge around it, whereas this one is a little bit cleaner. It looks like it's been made a tiny bit better, but literally the texture of them, how they look, literally looks exactly the same. So I'm going to be using the Make Up For Ever HD foundation for this. I really like this foundation. It's quite dewy and it's just quite nice on the skin. So I'm going to be using these Silisponges, one side with the £1 one and one side with the Molly Cosmetics one. So I'm just going to squeeze this. I don't know if to squeeze it on my face or onto the sponge. I'm going to squeeze it onto the sponge and I'm going to start with the £1 one from eBay. So I'm just going to, I've literally just put like a little pump on there. And I'm going to, oh, it's a bit hard to hold. I'm going to start with this side of my face with the £1 one. Oh god, I feel like I've got a lot of foundation on here. Oh my god. I've watched other people's videos of these. I didn't really think that it would be that much foundation. Oh, this feels really strange. Also, it's a bit difficult to like get in crevices with this one. However, this £1 one from eBay, it does have like more, the top of it is more pointy than the Molly Cosmetics one, so I feel like it would be able to get more into like crevices and stuff. Well, this doesn't look as bad as people have been making out that the Silisponges make it look. Does feel like there's a lot of foundation on my face, and I just put on like the same amount I would normally put on for half my face. I actually think that looks quite nice actually. It's actually blended into my skin really well. I'm really surprised because a lot of people that have done these videos have said they didn't like the Silisponges at all. It's blended a bit weird on my forehead. It's gone really patchy on my forehead, which is really strange. My forehead does go quite dry, but I wouldn't know why this would make the foundation any drier. On my cheeks though, it's blended so nicely. Like, I actually really like that. This was the £1 one from eBay, and I'm just going to pop that on the side. And now I've got the Molly Cosmetics one, so I'm going to try that on this side of my face. Maybe with just a little bit less foundation. However, I feel like it's not like an equal test if I do less. This one does feel thicker. Slightly, like the tiniest bit, it just feels slightly thicker, and it is smaller. Really can't see how there's going to be any difference in the two of these. I feel like these things would really make you save money on your foundation, because you literally I've just put the tiniest pump on there and still it's too much. If it's even possible, I do feel like the Molly Cosmetics one is giving me slightly more coverage. But seeming so they literally look like the same thing. I really don't know how that is possible. I'm struggling to like get it around my nose with this one, whereas the £1 one was a lot easier to like get it around my nose because the bits, because it's a bit longer, the top bits are a little bit more like pointy, if that makes sense. Right, the Molly one has definitely given me a little bit more coverage. The nose situation on both sides really isn't great, and the forehead just needs a bit of blending, to be honest. One thing I really don't like about this is the fact that the whole thing gets covered in foundation. You've got nowhere to put your hand, and so my finger has got foundation all over it, which is just a little bit, do you know what I mean, like not very clean. I really don't like applying foundation with my fingers anyway, or like using my fingers at all really within makeup. I actually really like this way of applying my foundation. I wouldn't necessarily do it every single day, but I feel like it's really blending it nicely on my cheeks. And right now, all I want to do is get a makeup brush and just kind of like blend it in. However, I'm not going to do that right now because I'm trying to like see this, but it does feel like there's a lot of product sitting on top of my face, even though it doesn't necessarily look like that in the mirror. Actually looks quite nice. The other thing I don't like is around my eyes. I haven't been able to blend it properly, but then again I would put concealer over the top of my eyes anyway, Why am I coming out the weirdest thing? I would not put concealer over the top of my eyes. I'd put my concealer underneath my eyes. So yeah, that's not really like the biggest deal. I really like the finish of the Silisponge. I actually haven't used either of these, even though I've had the £1 one for ages. The one thing I definitely would say is the Silisponge from Molly Cosmetics took like 20 days to arrive, or even more. It took ages, and if you want quicker shipping to the UK, it's something ridiculous like £20. Like, I was not going to pay £20 to ship a Silisponge to the UK when it only cost £9 in the first place. I'm pretty sure it costs £9 anyway. I could literally be talking so much rubbish, but I'm pretty sure it does. Whereas the eBay one literally took like a couple of days. I will leave both links down below from where you can get both of them, but the eBay one literally took a couple of days, and for me, I literally can't see a difference. As I say, I feel like I have got slightly more coverage on the Molly Cosmetics side, but that could literally just be like, I haven't got as much spots on this side or as many scarring. Anything. It could be I just put more product on my cheek on this side. Literally could be anything. I'm just going to use my concealer now and try and apply it with the Silisponge. So I've got the Lasting Perfection concealer from Collection. I'm going to put this on my face. I realised I have just put quite a lot on there, and I'm going to use the £1 one on this side. Just try and blend that in. I'm kind of bouncing it like I would a beauty blender, and a lot of people said that you're supposed to like blend it in like circularly. Oh, it doesn't really blend very well around your face because you can't actually get into the crevices. I'm just gonna, it's all over my fingers. It's the one thing I really don't like about it. I'm just gonna use a concealer brush. I'm just gonna use this one just to blend it around my eyes. So I feel like that looks quite nice. Obviously I like the concealer anyway. I'm going to try with a little bit less product on this side. I'm just going to try with the tiniest bit and use the Molly Cosmetics one. As I'm saying, with this one, the only issue is it's not as pointy at the edges, so I feel like this is going to be so difficult to blend this concealer. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. I definitely prefer the £1 one from eBay to blend concealer. This one just doesn't work as well, but as I've just noticed, like, using the tiniest amount of concealer, which would never have been enough if I blended it with a brush, has been so much better, like blending it with that. So yeah, I feel like if you want to save product, it is definitely a good way to do it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and then I'm going to come back and let you know how it's applied on. So I've now finished applying the rest of my makeup. The only thing I haven't applied is powder. I was just thinking as well when I was doing my makeup that I feel like the Silisponges would be really, really good for applying cream products, like cream blusher and stuff. I didn't have one on me right now, so I didn't try it, but I thought it'd be quite good for blending it out. Like, I don't know, just thought it'd look quite nice. Anyway, so it says that you can apply powder with the Silisponge. So I have the Laura Mercier loose powder here. So I'm going to try it with each one again on each side of the face. So I'm just going to tap a little bit on. Oh dear. Let's see if we can blend that out. Oh, okay, it does work. Does it? I was going to say it does work because even though it goes on quite thick. Oh, where are you, powder brush? I was going to say because it goes on quite thick, you just blend it out. But I've just put that on quite thickly, and it's kind of left like a white mark, even though this is a translucent powder. I'm just going to try it a little bit again. Shake some off a little bit. Just try it on my chin. I feel like what this would be quite good for, it'd be quite good for baking. And also, I feel like it'd be quite good if you wanted powder on a specific part of your face, you wanted quite a lot of it. Like, I don't know, on your nose, or you wanted it, like, you wanted to make sure you were matte for the day. You could, like, put it on, press it in with the Silisponge, and just kind of, like, blend it in. Because it has kind of made this bit look really flawless by putting it on with the Silisponge. I'm just going to try the Molly Cosmetics one, because that was the £1 one just then. This side. I feel like it does work quite well for powder, a lot better than I thought it would. I feel like, as I say, it's quite good for applying a lot of powder and then kind of taking some off with a brush. That is my makeup complete, and I actually think it looks really, really nice. Like, I'm really pleased with the effect of the Silisponge. And what I would say is I could not tell any difference between the £1 side and the £9 side in the slightest. So if I was you and you were looking at buying a Silisponge, you just want to see like, how it works. I think it's quite a gimmick thing at the moment that everyone wants to see like what it's like and stuff. Then I would definitely try the £1 one off of eBay. I will leave a link down below to the one that I got, or if I can't find the one that I specifically got, I'll try and find another one that's similar for you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope this video has helped you if you are looking at getting a Silisponge, and has helped you kind of like see that you could get a cheaper one for your money, and also one that arrives a lot quicker, because who wants to wait 20 days for something that you want right now? So please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and also please subscribe if you're not already. I would really appreciate it. Grow our little family. I really want to reach 20k. I haven't really grown my subscribers very much at all recently, just because of the fact that I really haven't been uploading because of kind of all my uni work and stuff, so I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe. So thank you so much for watching, and I will speak to you next time. Bye!